Blackburn
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to our channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new movie review. I am your boy JB.
And I'm Ken.
And today we're going to be reviewing
The Little Mermaid. That sound okay?
just a little
I try to do a little.
A little bit.
I ain't want to do too much.
You stayed in that little.
In that range,
you stayed in that little.
Baby, I'm not a singer. I just had to stay in that little block.
You had to stay in
No.
Wasn't going straight too far.
No. Y'all be closing y'all ears on me.
Yes. The Little Mermaid. All right. I have no idea who this is directed by.
Oh, I know what he directed, though.
Yes, the director of this movie is Rob Marshall.
Yes.
Might know him from previous movies such as?
He directed.
Or that he's directed, sorry.
Chicago.
Oh.
Yes. He did
okay.
Chicago.
Classic.
One of my daughter's favorite movies. Shout out to Jazz.
One of the best, one of the top five musical.
Yeah.
Top 10 for sure. All right, let's go ahead and get into those actors and actresses. This movie is starring Halle Bailey.
Yes, it is. I was gonna say yes, she is.
Got you.
Yeah.
Might know her from previous movies or shows such as.
She's on Grownish.
Yes, she was on Grownish.
Yes.
Her and her sister doing the thing. Her and Chloe.
Yep.
All right. Also starring this movie, we have Jonah Howard King.
Okay.
Howard Hoyer. I'm murdering your name. I apologize for the inconvenience. But you might also know him in previous movies or shows such as.
He was on.
You don't know, but he was on a show
forgot.
called World on Fire.
World on Fire. It was something else too that everybody watched though. I can't remember. Good. I don't
You don't know. It's okay.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes. Man.
Okay. Also starring in this movie, we have Melissa McCarthy.
Yes. Oh, the Lion King readaptation. I mean, whatever you want to call that. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to think of. Okay, go ahead.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yes. She was on Bridesmaids.
Yes. She was on Bridesmaids. That movie is hilarious.
Hilarious.
You have not watched it?
She's funny on there too.
Yes. She's funny on a lot of her movies.
Yes.
Okay. Also starring in this movie, we have Javier Bardem. You might know him from previous shows or movies such as.
Javier.
He's King Triton.
Oh. Shaka Khan.
You might know him from No Country for Old Men.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, we're not as familiar
I
with
don't
this.
know that.
But it is what it is. All right. Also starring in this movie, we have Jacob Tremblay.
Yes, that's what I was waiting on.
You might know him from previous movies such as.
He was on Good Boys.
He's on Good Boys, which is another funny movie.
It was funny.
You haven't watched that?
Some bad kids.
Yes, bad kids. And this is an adult movie, so you don't watch that with the kids
don't
at all.
watch it with the kids.
At all. Okay, and last but not least, we have Mr. David Diggs.
Okay. He was on Blackish.
It was on Blackish.
Yes.
He was on Blackish. Okay, now I also left out your girl Awkwafina.
Awkwafina, yeah.
You might know her from previous movies such as.
She was just on what's that? Shang-Chi.
Yes, she
Shang-Chi.
was on Shang-Chi.
Yes, she was.
Okay, finally.
All these actors.
Had a whole
actresses.
heap of
Right.
actors and actresses. So let's go ahead and get into that plot.
So Ariel is looking for a whole new world, not under the sea, and she spots a handsome prince that she wants to get to know better. But of course, danger always arises when you find your prince. And it's never smooth sailing.
I see you made a lot of a lot of water puns there. But yeah, I mean, y'all know the story. You know what I'm saying? This Little Mermaid, you got the main character Ariel, and she is obsessed with the human world. She wants to know more, and she wants to do any and everything to try to find out everything that she could possibly find out. And her father's not having that. He's like, no, you're forbidden. Get away from there. Humans,
it's dangerous.
Actually, I agree with him because he says humans are trash, which they are.
Most of them, anyway.
But she's gonna keep trying to find out, and it ends up being more than what she bargained for.
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into those likes.
I love the visual effects. The visual is so beautifully shot. Beautifully, we talked about this before in previous underwater movies. Mm-hmm. They have mastered how to shoot those.
Yeah, they've done a good job on that. And I think the interesting thing is, I think early on in some of the trailers, it didn't look as crisp as it looks now. So for some of those early trailers, obviously they did a lot more work, you know. So like I said, the underwater world is beautiful. It's really good to look at, and I like the realism. I think that's something that they were going for with, you know, even with the sea creatures, you know, with the crabs, with the fish, with dolphins, you know, different types of sea life. You know, they look like, you know, real animals, as opposed to, you know, CGI. Being right, or as opposed to being more animated or cartoon like. I mean, and I guess you've seen that, you know, with previous movies like The Lion King and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a good plus. Any other likes?
I like how they stayed true to the storyline. Like, I remembered certain parts from the original that was in the movie, and I was like, oh yeah, I know what's about to happen right here. This is the part where blah blah blah. So yes, I love how they stayed true to the original cartoon, but added a little spice to it.
Yeah, they did. I mean, it's been years, of course, since I've seen the original, but of course, they had certain things that, you know, brought back memories. And one of the things I thought, for me, I guess, was the music, you know, and I think that's one of the monikers that makes The Little Mermaid The Little Mermaid. I know with those classic movies, like, you know, I'll put Little Mermaid up there. I'll put the originals, Lion King up there. What's another one, if I can get off the top of my head? Well, a new one is Let It Go. What's the
Frozen.
Frozen. You know what I'm saying? Like, the music are staples. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these Disney, especially the Disney animated films. And so the music still had that charm. You know what I'm saying? Still had that thing that, you know, that was cute, you know, that makes you smile. You know, you want to rock and forth, you know, go rock back and forth with the music, you know, and like the culture, you know, the way they was able to infuse that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what area that they're supposed to be in, you know, but obviously they're in some type of Caribbean type, you know, area or whatever, and that was definitely shown, you know, through different areas that, you know, he was able to explore, and I definitely appreciated that. Any other likes?
I love Halle as the Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah, we should have started with her.
She embodied it.
We should have started with her.
And I love Jenny McCarthy as Ursula. Like,
okay, wait, what is her name? Is her name Jenny McCarthy? Is that who she is?
Why do I do that all the time? Melissa McCarthy.
Okay.
We are cousins. I did that last time.
I don't know. I didn't know Jenny McCarthy was in this movie.
No, she's not. But I liked them in their roles. They embodied their roles, and I thought I was watching, like I said, the original. They really made me feel like they were who they are.
Yeah, I definitely want to take the time to give Halle her flowers, because this movie is not what it needs to be if it's not for Halle. Mm-hmm. Like, Halle, no pun intended, but she really dove into the character. like she really was Ariel, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the innocence and, you know, the almost ignorance when it comes to a lot of things, like, she was able to embody this with the facial expressions and, you know, the way that she looked at things, like, you know, it was all believable, you know.
Yes, it was.
And she bought all the way in, and certain scenes when it comes to her not understanding, you know, certain everyday walks of life, you know, it doesn't have that impact without, you know, the performance that she gives. And speaking of performances, like you said, Melissa McCarthy, like her, she went all the way in when it came to Ursula, you know, and being that character, and, you know what I'm saying, it's the cackle for me, you know what I'm saying, like, being able, that's like one of the iconic parts of that particular character, you know what I'm saying, like her laugh is like, you like, oh, she's so evil, I want to punch her. And, you know, and she was able to, you know, deliver that. So kudos to, you know, those two actors, you know, who were able to carry, you know what I'm saying, to really carry on the movie and make it interesting throughout.
And it's so funny because I did not know until recently that the same director directed Chicago, because she gave me
she did give me Queen
Latifah vibes.
And I didn't want to, and
I was going to tell you,
I was trying not to get those vibes, because I was like, they're both voluptuous women or whatever, so I was like,
but her
I was trying not to.
Everything
I was trying not to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, and it's not a bad thing or whatever. But I didn't. In my head, I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm comparing them because they're both voluptuous women singing in a movie. But I definitely got Queen Latifah vibe. You know what I'm saying? From Chicago when she sung. I definitely got those vibes.
Yes.
So I enjoyed that as well.
It was very nice.
Any other? So let's go ahead and get into the dislikes.
I don't have
none.
any dislikes.
Zero zips.
No.
I will say the first act was a little slow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But of course, that's the setup, like you always say.
Yeah, so it is a setup, and so I was saying the first act I was wondering like. Is the movie gonna have that magic, that little Disney quality that you know what I'm saying? So I do remember thinking that in the first act. So it was a little, as you would say, it was slow. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you know what I'm saying, that first the first act, they're setting everything up. So all right, so let's go ahead and get into our favorite part of the show, the rating.
I'm giving this movie an A+. I will watch it again. It was magical. It was like. I jumped in on certain parts. I had the feels. I love the visuals. I love the acting. I love the storyline. I love how they stayed true to most of the movie. It was just nice. It was a breath of fresh air for me. I loved it.
I think I'm gonna have to disagree and give this movie a B+.
That's fine.
But I'm giving it a B+ for pretty much for this everything that you just said. Like the acting was on point. Like I said, the main characters from Halle, and Melissa McCarthy. You buy into everything that they were saying. Like the beloved characters that you have. There was a lot of comedy, that was infused in, and I think there was more than a couple of times that I actually laughed, and that's because of the acting, when it comes to David Diggs and Awkwafina and Jacob Tremblay, you know what I'm saying, as the, background actors, but they still were able to deliver and, give you those moments that you really love about the original. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I did love that. The music is on point. You definitely loved it. The kids, I feel like this is obviously a movie that kids can enjoy. To me, the movie's not too long. It's almost just perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes. So it's just long enough before the kids start getting the ants and then like, okay, and we need to get out of here. And so, again, kudos to the actors. Kudos to the director. Like this, I really enjoyed the time at this movie. And if you haven't seen it, I think you should take you and your family and go do so.
See it, yeah.
All right, so if you want to go ahead and do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We would definitely appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it, and you can see more videos.
Like this one.
And if you want to go ahead and do us another favor, if you want to go ahead and hit that button that's shaped like a bell, if you want to go ahead and do that, you'll get a notification.
Every time we drop a new video.
And if you want to go ahead and do us one more favor, you want to go ahead and comment down below. And what should they comment?
What song do you sing over and over again from The Little Mermaid?
What's your favorite song from The Little Mermaid? So please. All right, we appreciate every single one of you. And I guess we'll holler at you.
Peace.